What's going on, guys? Radio Graffiti here, and today I want to talk to you guys about a burning question that's arisen lately, and that is, should Robert Pattinson's Batman be the Batman of the DCU? No. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, see you guys next time. Let me explain. Alright, so Robert Pattinson's Batman works pretty well in the Batman universe that I don't think would fit well over in the new DCU. Because with James Gunn's new DC universe, I kind of expect it to be more comic booky, not really so gritty, grounded, and realistic like Robert Pattinson's Batman is. You know, like you got Superman, he's got the underwear on the outside, it looks more bright, hopeful, and sort of comic booky. And for the DCU Batman, what I kind of want is someone who is able to fight mystical creatures. You know, I want to see a Batman who has maybe the underwear on the outside and fights Poison Ivy or Clayface, Mr. Freeze, Man-Bat. And can also team up with Wonder Woman or The Flash and not look ridiculous. Because I'm trying to imagine Robert Pattinson in his realistic, grounded Batman world. And it doesn't really work if you have that in the same universe where Superman can fly around the city with laser eyes and a super dog. You know, the tone just is completely different. And yeah, you can argue Batman has always kind of had his own sort of world where he fit away from all the Justice League stuff. You can kind of look at it as Batman the Animated Series, but even in Batman the Animated Series, he still fought supernatural-ish characters. Like he fought Killer Croc, Poison Ivy was there. I think at one point there was even a walking, talking woman inside of a doll. You had Mr. Freeze turning people into blocks of ice with a giant gun. You know, there's just lots of sort of supernatural elements even in Batman the Animated Series. So Kevin Conroy's Batman coming over into Justice League doesn't seem so weird when you've already had him fighting these sort of magic or mystical characters. Not to mention, you also had Ra's al Ghul in there and that whole thing with him being immortal with the Lazarus Pit and everything. So all that stuff wasn't new to this Batman. Whereas Robert Pattinson's Batman, it's kind of like the Dark Knight trilogy where you're taking Batman, you're setting him in this realistic, grounded world. And for the DCU Batman, I want someone who's more comic booky. Like, if they give Batman the underwear on the outside, I wouldn't have a problem with it, just like I done with Superman. And I have no idea why people have a problem with Batman wearing underwear on the outside. It's like, have you guys seen any of the coloring books, the comic books, the video games, the TV show, even the old Adam West TV show? Like, there's been several versions of Batman where he has his underwear on the outside. Whether it be blue or black, whatever. I just don't understand how people can play the Arkham games or watch Batman the Animated Series and then when they try to put the underwear on the outside in live action, all of a sudden, oh, that looks too goofy. Oh, that looks too silly. I don't want that in my Batman movie. The Dark Knight trilogy is a really good trilogy, but I want Batman movies where Batman, you know, fights Harley Quinn and she's wearing a jester outfit, not looking like a prostitute who did her makeup in the dark. You know, I want to see Batman take on Killer Croc or Clayface. Put the Riddler in a green suit with a question mark on it, you cowards. Like, I'm just tired of Batman movies where they feel like they had to make Batman so realistic and grounded. Like, yeah, that stuff is cool. Like, I like Batman like that too, but it's also, I want to see another side that I don't feel has really been explored in the movies. Now, the closest we got was Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck has the most comic accurate Batman suit ever put to live action, and I'd love to see James Gunn do something similar with his Batman. And we're never going to get that with Robert Pattinson's Batman. So all these things that I'm saying I want to see, I just can't picture Robert Pattinson's Batman doing that stuff because they've already set this world up with the Penguin and with the Batman of that not looking realistic at all. They were too scared to even give the Penguin his actual name, Oswald Cobblepot. Like, who the hell is Oz Cobb? Like, don't make Batman movies if you're scared to give characters their names, if you're scared to put the characters in their actual suits because you don't know how to make it work. And don't take the project then. Stop trying to change stuff that has already existed for decades. That's just how I feel. That's why I feel like Robert Pattinson's Batman would not work in the DCU. I don't feel like he should be in the DCU. Let's get somebody else. And honestly, I kind of don't want two Batmans going at the same time. I think that's kind of weird. And at this point, it's been already 3 years since the Batman came out, and there's been little to no progress at all on the Batman 2. So as much as I love the Batman, I wouldn't really throw a hissy fit if they just straight up canceled the Batman 2. I know, it's would have been one of my most anticipated comic book movies whenever it actually does come out. But if James Gunn is going to have his Batman movie come out around the same time as Robert Pattinson's movie, I'd rather Roberts does not happen at all. Because it's already taken too long. They've had plenty of time to get going on that. I don't know why the Batman 2 has been taking so long. I don't know if Matt Reeves just lazy, or if Warner Brothers is just incompetent, or if it's both. I mean, it is Warner Brothers. These guys haven't been known for making good decisions in the past decade. These are the same people that released 2017's Justice League into movie theaters. These are the same people who cut off Zack Snyder after his daughter committed suicide, and then took Joss Whedon in to try to fix Justice League so they could release it so they could all get their payday, so all the executives could get their bonuses. This is the same Warner Brothers that makes movies but then doesn't want to release them, like Coyote vs. Acme, or Batgirl. List goes on and on of all the stupid things Warner Brothers has done, so I want to put it past them if they look at the Batman 2 and are like, we can take our time on this. No, you really can't. Because 2027 is absolutely crazy to release the Batman 2. What have you guys been doing since 2022 when the movie first came out? So yeah, at this point, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of would just rather them just scrap Robert Pattinson's Batman. Makes no sense to have two different Batmans going at the same exact time. People are just going to be comparing them, and Batman's had enough movies as it is anyway. Don't get me wrong, I would still love if the Batman 2 came out, but then I would also prefer if James Gunn just wait on his Batman 2. Then don't give James Gunn's Batman a movie. Let other DC heroes shine, because Batman has had plenty of years to shine. He's only had like 200 video games and 900 live-action movies, not to mention the billion animated movies he gets like every year. So, I don't know. DC's is kind of a mess right now with their live action stuff. Even to this day, they still don't even know what the hell they're doing with the new cinematic universe. We're starting over the new DCU, but yet we're bringing over characters that were introduced in the DCEU. So yeah, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. What are your arguments for why Robert Pattinson should join the DCU? Maybe you feel like he should join it. Me, I just don't see how that would fit at all. I don't want to have another Batman where he can't find anybody besides just Joker and Scarecrow again. And if they do try to introduce him, they'll water him down like they did Bane in the Dark Knight trilogy, where he doesn't have his Venom or anything. He doesn't get ridiculously huge and buff. You know, I just feel like they constantly have to wire down Batman's villains, and I don't want to see that. They'll bring in Killer Croc, and it'll just be some random guy who watches a lot of the Discovery Channel. Like, yeah, I'm good on that. We already had that for years with the Dark Knight trilogy. It's time to embrace the more wacky side of Batman and his world. Bring on Batman running across Gotham with a bunch of Robins and a Batgirl. So yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.